Just going as a podcast then. Might as well say
Yeah,
hello to
sure.
everybody. Hello to everyone. Thanks
Hello,
for
hello, hello.
thank you to the 25 viewers, which are mostly like me and Amir refreshing the page. I haven't actually done that
You
much.
don't know that there is someone out there.
But there is one guy, it'd be like some American who's like, these are the best podcasts on YouTube. Too fair to him. So we thought just to let you know, I've been back from holiday. Probably look tan. I don't know if I look tanned in the slide, but I'm pretty tanned for a white dude. I'm pretty tanned. But I'm self-isolating, just chilling, just kind of fucking coming from Spain and all that, just chilling in my room and everything. But we're going to start talking. We're going to do study tips first off. This will be cut into videos as well. Dude, I don't think we should upload this as a podcast though, because we're doing podcasts as well. You know what I mean? The whole point of this is just to get footage for multiple videos at one time.
Okay, let's try that then.
Because I think we'll do a podcast. Yeah, okay, let's do. So record this footage, and have an hour or something. Then we cut that into 3 different videos. I think that's enough. I don't think you have to also do the whole thing because people have already seen it, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let's go. Study tips. Like you're getting D's. Well, not like that, but you're getting bad grades, and it's so basically like one thing at school. Like you have a lot of people at school, and I don't think IQ is that, especially at university, like because they have basically the same entry requirements, and most people are basically like the same intelligence you need, pretty much. There's a range, but it's not that big, right? It's not as big as it would be at school. But yeah, some people get like a first, and some people get like they fail the first year, which I don't know how you do, but some people do it. So study tips are a big thing, right? Yeah, you can go in for it, man.
I agree with you completely. If you want to get good grades, you need to sit down, get your books out, set down a schedule, go in with that schedule, and go all out. Go to your seminars, go to your lectures, go to the office hours, go all out. This is your only chance that you're going to get to go to university. There are children in the world who won't have those opportunities that you have. Therefore, it's best that you make the most of the chance that you.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, kind of breaking up a little bit, but that's the thing is me going up to school. It's like you don't want to look back and regret not working hard enough. So, and if you don't put the work in, you can. You're leaving marks and grades on the table. So that's always my mindset. It's like if I don't work to the fullest of my ability, I'm leaving marks on the table. So I'm not getting as good as I could get. So that's always been my kind of mindset. But in terms of like studying really falls into like 2 different camps probably. There's like how much and how much you do and what you do in that time, and you need both. You can't have one. You could do 10 hours a day, but like if you're just like rereading the same textbook, it won't really help that much. Whereas you need to do the right stuff and you need to do the right amount as well. You need to work smart and work hard, right? You can't just do one, and you can't work really smart 5 minutes. You're not gonna do much. I worked a really smart 5 minutes or something. You can't really do that. You have to work smart and work hard. So most people just reread the same notes they've written, which there's studies showing that doesn't work as well. You want to be doing past papers, maybe the Feynman technique, which is where you write down everything you can remember, everything you know about a topic from memory. You write down on the page everything you can think of about that topic, and then you go back to the resources and check it. So it's an actively remembering what you know, not just reading it and passively writing it down. And yeah, past papers, man. Seriously, when I did A-level maths, must have done like I had a stack of past papers that big, like craziness. So when you go into it's like driving before you have a driving test, right? You got to do the relevant practice. A lot of people don't do past papers. Like it's literally what you're going to have in the exam. Like they're so important. And obviously uni sometimes you'd only have like one past paper, but do that one and then maybe find like questions in the textbook or something as well to make up like the extra work. You come in, mama?
Most people don't know what they're truly capable of. In uni, they go in and they spend a small portion of their time trying to figure out, well, what can I do? How should I allocate my time? Am I truly capable of this? What's my IQ? Do I have the IQ necessary? It's not about that. You need to figure out how much work you're going to do and do it as soon as possible. Once you're doing as much as you possibly can, your potential will reveal itself to you. Most people think that, oh, if they don't have the IQ necessary to be there, they shouldn't. Well, that's not entirely true. And you can come to your own realization or adopt the mindset that's best for you. Some people are going to say, oh, if I don't have the IQ, I shouldn't be there. But that's not true at all. Conscientiousness can compensate for that to some degree.
Yeah.
For instance, conscientiousness, you have IQ, but you have conscientiousness as the second best lifetime predictor of success. And it has a pretty strong correlation at that. And so once you're working as hard as possible, you're going all out, putting down your books, going to office hours, going to seminars, you'll find what you're capable of. You'll increase your confidence, you'll increase your success. That will translate into different areas of your life and spread out. And that will truly show you what you're capable of. And it will lead to your confidence increasing. It will lead to you making more money. It will lead to you having better relationship. And it will lead to you having a better life overall. And I truly believe that.
That's for sure, man, for sure. And the thing is, like, as much as like study tips and techniques are important, but like it's about your mindset. Because the thing that changed for me when I was at school, like the difference was, it wasn't that I started doing different techniques when I was revising. The difference was I changed my mindset, because basically what happened was the teacher said I couldn't do something, and then from there I was like, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do it, and I worked my ass off and did a lot better. So it's like, whatever, you need to find something that motivates you to do it. Like whatever it is, maybe it's beating your mate, or maybe it's you want to go to Cambridge, or you want to go to good uni, or you want 3 A's more than anything, or whatever. Find something to motivate you. Like you got, because just knowing, oh, you should work hard at school because you should work hard at school because it's the right thing to do. Your brain doesn't care about what's the right thing to do. You stay in bed all day till 12 most of you. Like your brain don't care. Like you've got to find something, a reason to do it, a reason. You've got to find a why. They call it find your why you're doing it. All right. And also a big thing I would say is don't listen to your teachers. They don't know you. The teacher says, sometimes the teachers will be optimistic for you. Sometimes they'll be pessimistic. My target grades were like C's. It's GCSE. Like I'm at uni, right? I'm not getting no C's at uni. Like your target grades are just like what you got when you were 6 or some shit. It's not relevant. Like don't listen to target grades and don't listen to teachers. They don't know you or what you're capable of at all. They don't know you. Like you've never done it before. So there's no relevant data knowing what you should achieve. There really isn't. Like, and also like if you take back, they take stuff from like year 6. It's like year 6 you're not working hard, are you? Like you're not doing anything in year 6. You're just listening to the teacher or like playing Pokemon on your Game Boy or whatever. Like it's just not like, don't take they these target grades. If anything, use them as motivation. It's like, you think I'm gonna get C's, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna be best in the class or whatever. If you're a competitive person, that could be great. If you're not a competitive person, I mean, everyone's just got to find what works for them. Find something that motivates them to get up and in the morning and work hard. Because it's one of those things where building the habit can be very difficult, because especially when you're not doing anything, but especially when you're like year 11, year 13 or a uni, it's like this is your one shot. Because this is a lot easier than working, right? Like this is your one go. You got like 5 years of where you got to prove yourself that can help you for the rest of your life. No, it is. I'm not going to say it's everything, because it isn't, but if you work really hard and sacrifice a lot in those years, you can pay for it tenfold, because you get a good degree or good A-level grade that can lead to a better job. It's important, man. You only live once. Go for it. You gotta like leave nothing left. You want to be like a sportsman who's, the game's just finished and they're on the floor, can't even breathe. They're so tired. You gotta leave everything out there. Leave it all out there, man. I'm a motivational speaker right now, yeah. You gotta believe yourself. Okay. But yeah, man, absolutely, man. Don't listen to fucking teachers. I got told I can't do A-level maths, right? I got an A in A-level maths. I was the best in my class at that. I got told I couldn't do it. So they don't know nothing. They don't know me, and they don't know you. These teachers, like, nothing against them, but they've got class, especially in like England, they got classes of 35, right? They really can't actually know each and every single student and what they're capable of. They just can't. So it's up to you. You got to take responsibility. Shout out to Peterson. Got to take responsibility for yourself. And yeah, so I'm just gonna I need a bit of water after that.
If a teacher thinks that if the teacher thinks that he himself or she is not capable of performing or achieving that goal that you have set for yourself, it's highly likely that they're going to reflect those negative views onto you. So what you need to do is rip them out, extract them, and throw them away. They're meaningless. Don't allow those negative views and mindsets to affect your performance in life. Like Mark says, you only have one shot in life. This is your only chance. Go all out. Leave nothing on the table. For the rest of your life, you're going to be slaving away, working 10, 20, 30, 40 hours a week. This is your one shot. Do not mess it up. You have one life. So don't spend time partying, drinking, smoking, wasting time on video games. You can do those things. It's okay in moderation. But don't forget what's the most important thing, and that is to ensure that you have a good future.
To be honest, I'd actually, because you brought up the partying thing, because I get uni is all like, everyone parties a lot and it's part of the culture. But like, if you're a guy who you know for a fact you're not gonna not do it, you're gonna party, then use that. Then be like, okay, I can only do that after I've done my 4 hours today, or whatever you set. So it's not like you can't not do that stuff. You're not like an Olympic athlete. You can do that stuff. It's just do it after you've done everything for today. Don't go, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. It's like there always you don't know tomorrow's there. You don't know tomorrow's there. You got to do it today. But like if you're a big gamer or you like playing sport, or you like partying, say use that as the reward. Use that as the positive reinforcement. Like I've worked 4 hours today on my studying, right? Then I get to go out and have a blast at a nightclub, right? Probably not now, obviously, with lockdown, but whatever it is, right? So that's the thing. You have to sacrifice, but it's also pick your sacrifices wisely and be realistic. If you know like you're not going to be able to cut out all the partying, that's fine, but use that as a motivation. I need to finish this work so I can go do that. Like I said, different things motivate different people. For some people, it's wanting to be the best. Some things it's wanting to be better than the person next to them. Some people, it's like they've got to find ways like that. Like, if I was these 4 hours, I can go get KFC or something. Like, whatever it is, there's no way better than the other, and everyone's their own individual. Everyone's different. Just find what motivates you. And motivation, it wanes, it has levels, it goes up and down. But I guess we'll covering more motivation in the next video, right? But we'll just expand upon the studying a bit more. But yeah, like we said, so pass papers and do questions, especially if you're doing anything mathematical. You want to do the questions. And if you're doing essays, write loads of essays. Like practice. Because learning information is only half the battle. You've got to be able to apply that knowledge. Because the test isn't about what you know, it's about what you can apply to questions, right? That's half the battle. So, flash in terms of learning the material, like write your own notes from lectures or from textbooks, and then make like flashcards or whatever, whether it's online or in physical paper form, and then you do spaced repetition. So do a bit today. If you know it, you don't have to do it today. You can do a bit again in the week, in a month, or whatever. Spaced repetition of knowledge, and that can help you keep it in. Then once you've learned it, then you apply it through questions, exams, whatever it is. Like you want to have done every question in your textbook probably. It's just like if you do, you'll do well. Like if you had an A-level maths course and you do every past paper that exists, you'll do well. That's what I did. It's not like some complicated formula. It's just do the right things a lot. If you do the right things every day, you do well. Just try to do the right things as much as you can. Develop the good habits. So yeah, study well.
I think another major point is that you sometimes need better friends. Most of the time, people will blame themselves or blame others, or say that it's not their responsibility, or that my teacher's rubbish. Well, forget that, man. You should be the one who's responsible for your success. You need to go out and find out what's preventing you from being that person that you want to be. Maybe you're not putting in enough work. Maybe you don't have the right friends. Maybe you're not sacrificing enough. Identify what you should be doing and identify what's holding you back and extract that from your life. Obliterate it and incinerate it, and don't allow it to be rebuilt. Don't ever allow anything to come in the way of your success. There are going to be many obstacles along the path. It may be gaming addiction. It may be bad friends. It may be bad teachers. But don't allow yourself to blame them. At the end of the day, you are responsible for your own success. If you need better friends, go get yourself some better friends. Go out there, socialize, get better at socializing, learn how to socialize, learn how to network. As a result of that, you're going to become a better person and a far more intelligent individual. If you need better tutors, go out there and get yourself a part-time job. If you need others to help you with your work, that's perfectly acceptable and that's perfectly fine. South Korea has some of the most intelligent individuals in the world with very high IQs. However, they are the country that's known for spending a large proportion of their income on tutoring and getting additional support. So don't think of yourself as stupid just for getting additional support. Reach out, because there are always others that know stuff you don't, and there are always others that are going to allow you to learn the things that you need to learn to get to where you need to go. If you want to become an A-star student, you can do that. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. Figure out how you're going to do that and go and do it.
Yeah, man, preach. But like, I think like there's things where it's like your like income will be the average of your 3 closest friends, right? And like you said, like I liked your story about school. You had a story like you weren't doing well, and you literally went, okay, I'm gonna hang around with the smart people, and then you did well, right? You want to maybe repeat that, because that's just like exactly what people need to hear, man. Because I've never heard anything like that. The story you said, and it's good as hell, man.
So I used to be the class clown in my school, and I usually spent most of my time entertaining others, throwing away my hopes, dreams, and desires in order to please others. But I didn't feel fulfilled deep down. I knew that I was just a people pleaser and that I wasn't living up to who I wanted to be. I left grades on the table and my potential was there. If I didn't grasp it now, I would never have an opportunity to ever grasp it again. So I went out on my way, and one day in business class, my teacher told me to step outside after one of the stupid jokes that I had just told. She looked at me straight in the eyes and said, if you don't get your act together, you are going to fail. My predicted grade for that subject was an F. I went out of my way to study as hard as I possibly could for that subject just to prove her wrong. I also made better friends along the way because that's who I wanted to be like. Being around them just made me want to study more. We discussed study tips, study techniques, and I unconsciously adopted the habits that they themselves were building. As a result of that, I became a far, far better student. I surpassed the expectations of others. I lived up to my dreams and aspirations, accomplished my goals, and now I'm studying at a very good university with some of the smartest, most intelligent individuals in the world.
Yeah, absolutely right, man. I mean, if you look at like what was expected for me at school, I tell you what, it wasn't studying economics at like a top 20 UK uni. It just wasn't right. Like, you know, people have it's all about, you have to have your self-image about yourself. It's how do you see yourself? It's not about how other people see you. It's not about what your teacher thinks. It's not even really about what your parents think, really. It's about what you think. It's what do you see yourself? If you see yourself as someone who can't do it, then you won't. You have to try to build that confidence that you can do it, right? And you do that by, you put the work in, right? They asked Michael Jordan, is he ever nervous before games? It's like, he's not nervous because he's put the work in. When I did my A-level maths exams, I wasn't that nervous because I'd just done these papers over and over again. This isn't me like bigging myself up, because that meant a lot to me, and I would have been very nervous, except just going through that repetition of the environment you're going to be in can help you a lot. And thankfully, doing mocks and stuff can help you with more comfortable in exams as well. But like, if you're at uni, you've done many exams, you're comfortable in that situation, you can get what you deserve, and you will get what you deserve. If you get low, it's because you didn't work hard enough, or you wasn't doing. It's also like, I would mention this: don't cram, everyone crams, don't cram. Like, you start at September, and that isn't like, you don't have to do 3 hours a night. You really don't. If you do an hour a night from September, the cumulative hours would beat anybody who's cramming or killing themselves for the last month. Like, just do some work outside the class, outside of school, every day a little bit, and then that will add up. So keep up. You've got your notes, keep up every single lesson, or maybe do a little bit of pre-reading and stuff, and keep up on the past papers. And then when school's finished, you've already covered everything. You can go straight to applying that knowledge. So start early, because as early you start, the less stressed you are. Because people get very stressed about exams, because it means a lot, and they're worried about what they get. But if you starting earlier, it's the secret. It's the secret. I mean, I started just after Christmas revising, and even that wasn't, even that's like, you struggle to do everything you ever want to do. But starting early can really take the pressure off. Yeah, that might have covered it. You've got anything else to say? I think that might be good.
It's good. I think we covered that.